Hello again, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel, and another episode of Two Sides of the Same Coin. Well, most of you didn't know this, but Project Spirit, her valve cover gasket wore out. These things happen. It's been a couple of years, and while we were at it, we went ahead, got the gasket, and decided maybe it was time to put in some work. But while we're at it, let's take a look at a couple of things. Take a look at how clean the underneath of her valve, all those valves look very clean, which means that we've been taking very good care of her. That's a sure sign that she's doing great. If you see a lot of sludge build up in there, you've not been taking care of your engine. So regular oil changes, folks. That's very crucial to an engine. Sludge builds up, I promise you, you're going to hear engine clatter. It's just not going to be pretty. But take a look at the nasty valve cover. We got to do something about this. We have to do something about this. We are going to do something about this. Let me show you what we did. Basically, we started cleaning, and then, of course, got to painting, high temp, primered it, silver paint, high temp VHT paint. Thank you again, guys at AutoZone, Bolt Deloge, and Farmington. They hooked me up proper. And then afterwards, hit it with the same company's clear coat, basically high temp engine enamel clear coat to protect it and everything. And once that was all done, of course, we had to sit there and wait for it to dry. But I just wanted you all to see what you could do as far as that goes. And had a heck of a time getting it cleaned because it had oil all over it because of the leak. But then, once everything was dry, ta-da, started installing the new gasket. Princess Faye wanted to do it, and I was the one holding the camera for a change. Kind of a turnabout's a fair play there. She's always holding the camera for me, and I'm the one always doing the work. Gasket sealer, nasty stuff, but make sure you get it on there good and heavy, okay? And you'll be happy to know that Ford was actually really smart about making sure that these hold in place. They actually cut little slots that the gasket fit in. Yeah, you can see the mess. I mean, this stuff is just really nasty and messy. And it took us a good long while to get this taken care of. Unfortunately, I didn't get the water pump done because we had to use pretty much almost all of it on the valve cover gasket, which is just fine because engine oil is just as important. But we got it in place. Let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. If yours doesn't have those, and you want to ensure that your gasket stays in place while the sealer sets, basically take some old wooden clothespins and kind of clamp them down that way. It'll hold it in place long enough for the sealer to set. Something I learned in a Super Chevy magazine years ago, whenever I was still reading that very extensively. But there you have it. And then, once everything was dry, and yes, I actually had to have a little help. I ended up hurting my back leaning over, and it was just kind of a sore subject. But once it was all back in place, with a little bit of help from Princess Faye, there you have it. Basically, we went from plain, ordinary, to custom in just a few hours. Now, we cut out a lot of stuff, like me cussing and throwing tools because, the valve cover wanted to argue going back on. But there you have it. Talk about awesome, and all under a tight budget. Get out there and work on a project, and above all, if nobody has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does, God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you.